San Antonio Water System Standard Specifications for Construction. Item No. 858. Concrete encasement, cradles, saddles and collars. 858.1 Description: this item shall govern the placement of concrete encasements, cradles, saddles, collars on either existing or proposed water/sewer mains, when specified in the contract documents, or as directed by the engineer or inspector. 858.2 Reference standards. Reference standards cited in this specification. Item No. 858 refer to the current reference standard published at the time of the latest revision date. 1. San Antonio Water System, SAWS. A. Specifications for water and sanitary sewer construction. B. SAWS Materials Specifications. 2. City of San Antonio, COSA, Standard Specifications for Construction. 3. Texas Commission of Environmental Quality, TCEQ. A. Chapter 217 Design Criteria for Domestic Wastewater Systems. 4. American Society for Testing and Materials, ASTM. A. ASTM C138. Standard Test Method for Unit Weight, Yield and Air Content, Gravimetric, of Concrete. B. ASTM C144. Standard Specification for Aggregate for Masonry Mortar. C. ASTM C150. Standard Specification for Portland Cement. D. ASTM C494. Standard Specification for Chemical Admixture for Concrete. E. ASTM C618. Standard Specification for Coal Fly Ash and Raw or Calcain at Natural Pozzolan for use as mineral admixture in Portland Cement Concrete. F. ASTM C869. Standard Specification for Foaming Agents used in making preformed foam for cellular concrete. G. ASTM C937. Standard Specification for Grout Fluidifier for Preplaced Aggregate Concrete. H. ASTM C942. Standard Test Method for Compressive Strength of Grout for Preplaced Aggregate Concrete into Laboratory. I. ASTM C1017. Standard Specification for Chemical Admixture for use in producing flowing concrete. 858.3 Materials. All concrete shall conform to the provisions of specification item number 300, concrete, Class B, or as noted otherwise in the contract documents. 858.4 Construction. 1. Concrete encasement. When concrete encasement is shown in the contract documents, or when directed by engineer or inspector, the trench shall be excavated and fine graded to a depth conforming to details and sections shown therein, or as per standard drawings DD 858 series. 2. The main shall be supported by precast concrete blocks of the same strength as the concrete for encasement and securely tied down to prevent flotation. 3. Encasement shall then be placed to a depth and width conforming to the details and sections shown in the contract documents or per the referenced standard drawings. 4. Concrete cradles. When concrete cradles are shown in the contract documents or when called for by the engineer or inspector, the trench shall be prepared and the main supported in the same manner as described in this specification, and shall be constructed in accordance with details and sections shown in the contract documents. Straps/tie downs shall be a minimum of number 4 diameter rebar. 5. Concrete saddles. When shown in the contract documents or when directed by the engineer or inspector, the main to receive concrete saddles shall be backfilled in accordance with specification item number 804, excavation, trenching and backfill to the spring line and concrete placed for a depth and width conforming with details and sections shown in the contract documents. 6. Concrete collars. When shown in the contract documents or when directed by the engineer or inspector, concrete collars shall be constructed in accordance with details and sections shown in the contract documents. 858.5 Measurement. Concrete encasement, cradles, saddles, and collars will be measured by the cubic yard of accepted work, complete in place. 1. Reinforcing. if required by the engineer or inspector, shall not be measured for payment. 858.6 Payment, concrete encasement, cradles, saddles and collars will be paid for at the unit price bid per cubic yard, which price shall be full compensation for furnishing and placing all materials, rebar, manipulation, labor, tools, equipment, and incidentals necessary to complete the work. 1. Payment for concrete encasement shall consist of 6 inches of concrete around the pipe where required, as per standard drawings DD 858 series, minus manholes, structures, etc. 2. No additional payment will be made for over excavation whichever is greater.